Attorney General Malami advocate for freedom of movement for animals. Honestly, Nigeria don't enter be this. This one I want chance. Government that prefers animal more than human. This one not be problem. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, has advocated for the movement of herders and animals, particularly cattle known for wreaking havoc on farmlands. Malami on Wednesday said his controversial position on open grazing was not outside the scope of the nation's constitution. Malami stated this while answering questions from the State House correspondent at Presidential Villa, Abuja. He said, well, on the issue of farmers-herders clashes, no position was taken by the Office of the Attorney General outside the scope of constitutional provisions. The position of the Office of the Attorney General is about freedom and liberty of movement, among others. And what the Office of the Attorney General has simply succeeded in doing is making a reference to relevant constitutional provisions and established a position that each and every Nigerian is entitled to freedom of movement. So, the issue is whether that freedom of movement is constitutionally guaranteed or is not. And my answer to it is the freedom of movement is indeed constitutionally guaranteed. While many other countries have been busy finding innovative ways to make lives easier for their citizens and patronizing technological advancement, Nigeria has been struggling with how best to graze its cattle. Many farmers have been recording low yields because of the activities of herders who go about with their cattle and damage farms' crops, in the process finding food and water for them. This has contributed to hikes in price of food items and rising inflation. But it seems that this government, they don't want to understand all this. They don't want to know. The crisis has also led to the state of insecurity across the country as herders have taken to arms to forcibly graze their cattle and take over people's farms. In many cases, they kill or kidnap their victims for ransom. Meanwhile, the body language of the Muhammadu Buhari-led government has always supported herders against farmers. And when even recently, after 17 governors resolved to pass anti-open grazing laws in their respective states to curb the crisis and criminal activities associated with herders, the Buhari regime was quick to lambast them for the move. What do they want? In a recent interview on Channel TV, Malami even compared open grazing to the sale of spare parts by Igbo people in the north, forgetting that the activities of spare parts dealers have not been known to wreak havoc on host communities. Malami had said it is about constitutionality within the context of the freedom expressed in our constitution. Can you deny the right of a Nigerian? For example, it is as good as saying, perhaps maybe, the northern governors coming together to say they prohibit spare parts trading in the north. Does it hold water? Does it hold water for a northern governor to come and start expressly that he now prohibits spare parts trading in the north? Malami urged the governors to first amend the constitution to prohibit open grazing before going ahead with their decision. If you are talking of constitutionally guaranteed rights, the better approach to it is to perhaps go back to ensure the constitution is amended, he said. Freedom and liberty of movement, among others, is established by the constitution. If by an inch you want to have any compromise over it, the better approach is to go back to the National Assembly to say open grazing should be prohibited and see what you can have the desired support for the constitutional amendment. It is a dangerous provision for any governor in Nigeria to think he can bring any compromise on the freedom and the liberty of individuals to move around. The chairman of the Southern Governors Forum, Rotimi Akeredolu, had explained that the decision is not new and most of the governors had placed a ban on open grazing in their states before the meeting where the resolution was made. We felt that this open grazing must stop. It is causing a lot of problems, particularly between the herders and the farmers, whether we like it or not. Times have changed and this must change. We must adopt a modern system of animal husbandry. In this day and age, they cannot continue taking cows by foot from Kano to Port Harcourt, he had said. The governor said the federal government needs to throw its weight behind state governments that want to set up ranches, noting that this will benefit the herders who are exposed to dangers as they roam with their cattle. I think this present administration, they are out for something. Administration that prefers animal than human being. What is in this open grazing that these people are fighting this so hard, to achieve? For goodness sake, creating ranches is the best. It will even give the herders peace if they are not after something, if they don't have another, agenda behind this open grazing. You will stop trekking. When you build a ranch, you have your water, you have your grass there that you use to feed your animals. So why walking up and down, migrating from north to south, suffering? Can their children do that? Unless there is something more to it. That is the reason why this government is fighting so hard to make sure that open grazing, must stay. But they've forgotten that every governor has the right to place a law in their state. They are talking about the lives of people here. They don't even care about those people these people are killing, raping people. They don't care. Kidnapping for ransom. You come to someone's land to come and graze your cow. If they challenge you, the next thing you take off the person's head from the person's body. This is really very, very unfair. They should not forget that nothing is permanent in this life. If your life is not permanent, the seat you are today, the position you are occupying today is not going to last forever. Somebody was there before you, and somebody is going to be there after you. You cannot be there forever. Not possible. This is really very, very unfair. I don't know when cow rearing has become a national issue. If you not eat cow, we go die. What's so special about it? That you don't even care about people that are losing their lives through this. It's really very bad to say. So guys, I'm dropping it here. Let's hear from you. What's your take? Kindly drop your view below the comment section. Subscribe to this channel if you have not. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Bye for now.